Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing something a little bit different on what I normally do here on YouTube. This video is not about makeup, and this is not about vlog as well. This video is about Modeling Etiquettes 101. Ano nga ba ang modeling etiquettes? Ang modeling etiquettes ay ang do's and don'ts ninyo as a model when it comes to photo shoots or something like that. And it is also very important for you as a model to have a harmonious relationship with your photographer. This video is perfect for those of you girls na gustong mag-start or gustong maging model, or maybe nagsa-start ka pa lang mag-model at wala ka pa masyadong alam about the etiquettes, or maybe you are a professional model at gusto mo lang maalala ulit kung ano tong mga etiquettes na to. So, without further ado, let's get started! Just a disclaimer guys, I am not in any way saying that I am a professional model. I am not a professional model, and I am not bragging about me being a model. So itong lahat ng i-share ko sa inyo are just my thoughts, and this is based on my experience, and nagtanong-tanong na rin ako sa ibang mga photographer kung ano ang say nila sa mga etiquettes ng isang modelo. Let's get started. Number 1, know your photographer's background. Photographers. Know your photographer's background. It is very important for you as a model to know kung sino ba talaga yung photographer na makakatrabaho mo. Make sure to check his or her portfolio, kung ano ba talaga yung mga forte niya, kung saan ba siya mas nag-excel, kung magaling ba siya sa ganitong klaseng shoot, or ganyan, and everything like that. Make sure that you have like a background before actually working with the photographer. Number 2, kapag meron ka ng enough information of your photographer and nakapag-set na kayo ng nagagawa kayo ng shoot together, you should always do your homework. Kailangan ay ready ka. Kailangan mong malaman yung theme ng iyong shoot, location of your shoot, what are the things you have to bring, and everything na included sa shoot na yon. Hindi ka naman pwedeng pumunta sa isang casual shoot na meron kang dala mga gowns, because that doesn't make any sense. So, dapat alamin nyo muna yung theme. Make sure na napag-usapan ninyong dalawa yan na between you and the photographer. That's very important. Number 3, if you are still not quite sure about the photographer that you are going to be working with, kung hindi ka pa masyadong familiar sa kanya, kung medyo nagdududa ka, ganyan, hindi naman masamang magsama ka ng friend na mag-a-accompany sa'yo. Para lang maging mas safe ka, or syempre, diba, just for safety reasons, mas maganda na meron kang kasama. Pero sana naman yung kasama mo ay hindi magiging bothering sa shoot. Number 4, I think this step is very essential for you guys na nagsisimula pa lang sa modeling thing, ganyan. So, this 4th step is you have to be on time. Kailangan na dumating ka sa location or dumating ka sa shoot na yon on time, or better yet, mas maaga sa time given. Mas maganda na magkaroon tayo ng good impression sa ating photographer na tayo ay professional at dumarating tayo ng nasa oras. Imagine kung darating ka 30 minutes late on the said time na dapat nandun ka. Diba, unang-una sa lahat, nakakahiya, at pangalawa, nagsayang ka lang ng 30 minutes na sana ay nakapag-start na kayo at sana ay nakapag-shoot na kayo ng ilang frame. So, you have to be on time. Always remember that. Number 5. This is very, very important. You have to learn how to say no. Una sa lahat, may mga photographer na medyo picky sila, or meron silang mga preferred na gagawin mo, ganyan. So, kung hindi ka komportable sa pinapagawa ng photographer, you have to learn how to say no. Minsan kasi may mga aspiring models na kapag pumunta sila doon and then somehow, merong mga photographer na papagawin sa kanila yung mga ganito and ganyan and minsan hindi sila komportable. So, kapag hindi kayo komportable sa pinapagawa sa inyo, learn how to say no. Malay nyo, pinapatanggal na pala yung botones ng shirt ninyo tapos kayo naman tong tanggal-tanggal din, di ba? Girl, alam niyo na dapat yan. Kung hindi naman yan kasama sa pinag-usapan ninyo, don't do it. Imagine kung casual shoot yan, tapos pinatanggal niya sa'yo yung damit mo. Diba? Learn how to say no. Number 6, do not let the photographer touch you. Well, I am not in any way saying na lahat ng photographer ay ganito, ganyan, na ganito sila, ganyan. No. Maraming mababait na photographer dyan na professional and they know what they really do. But sometimes, kapag bago ka pa lang na model, ay minsan, may mga makukulit na photographer. #Hokage photographers na, alam mo yun, pag hindi mo alam yung gagawin mo and then you're trying to, like, know what you have to post, ganyan. May mga photographer minsan na, you have to post like this, and they're going to touch you like that, and they will be very touchy, so please do not let them, like, touch you and do that, na gawin mo tong post na to. Even they are mute, no. They can actually, like, describe the post or do the post by themselves for you to copy, pero hawakan kayo, para saan pa? 'Di ba? I mean, hindi naman po sa inaano ko yung mga photographer na may ganong setup na try nilang paggalawin ng kanilang mga models, pero minsan hindi siya appropriate. Unless siguro kung super close kayo ng photographer or maybe like kamag-anak mo siya or best friends kayo ng model, well, that's good. Pero kung hindi, don't let the photographer touch you. Number 7. So, eto na nga. Siyempre, after nyo mag-shoot, tapos na lahat, and all that stuff, tapos na yung mga nakakapagod na pagpo-post mo, girl, everything like that. So, pag uwi mo ng bahay, sobrang excited ka na gusto mo na makita agad yung output ng photographer. So, you message the photographer, blah, blah, blah. Sir, nasa na po yung picture ko? I really wanna see my picture. I am so excited. Please, pakisend na po sa akin. Girl, chill. It takes time for the photographer to give you your output. Una sa lahat, hindi madaling mag-edit. And if your photographer is really, dedicated to make your picture look more beautiful and para lang mas maganda yung output na maibigay niya sa inyo, don't expect the picture to be in front of your face after the shoot. Except na lang kung bibigyan ka talaga niya ng straight out of the camera pictures. Pero kung gusto mo ng better quality pictures and stuff like that, learn how to be patient. Just learn how to be patient. Darating din yan. You just have to wait. Number 8. So, eto na girl, syempre, nag-antay ka na nga ng matagal, naging patient ka na, ganyan. And then, finally, dumating na sa'yo yung outputs ni photographer. So, you are really, really happy na nandyan na yung picture sa mukha mo. Nakikita mo na siya. But then again, hindi ka masyadong happy na ito yung naging output ng picture. And then, you're like, bakit medyo madilim? Bakit ganito? Bakit gandan? Ganyan. So, what you were gonna do? Itatry mong i-filter siya gamit ang mga filter sa Instagram, ganyan, para lang sabi mo mas lalo pa siyang gumanda. No, girl. Do not re-edit your pictures. Imagine kung si Mr. Photographer ay nag-edit ng 1 to 2 hours or more just to edit your picture, just to make it look like that. Make it stay like that. Huwag mo nang i-edit, girl. Matagal nilang pinost process ang iyong picture tapos lalagyan mo lang ng Instagram filter. Gosh, please, girls, do not do that. Just to give respect and just to give justice for the work of the photographer, do not edit their pictures or their output. Just learn how to appreciate how it is. Kung may problema sa face mo, te, wala na tayong magagawa dyan, okay? But please, do not edit your pictures. Number 9. So, eto na nga, te. Super happy ka, ganyan. Gusto mo nang palitan yung profile picture mo gamit yung picture na binigay sa'yo ni Mr. Photographer. So, what you're going to do is that you're gonna upload it on Facebook, something like that, on Instagram, ganyan, ganyan. And then, you realize na kailangan palang i-crop para maging square siya na ganyan. Ito, ganyan siya kalaki. Eh, andito pala yung watermark ng photographer mo. Ganyan, photo by ganito, ganyan. Please, girls, wag nyong tatanggalin ang watermark ng inyong photographer. Whether it is a client shoot, ex-deal shoot, or fun shoot, anything like that, wag nyong tatanggalin ang watermark ng inyong photographer. Unless wala talagang watermark, pero pag meron, wag nyo naman tanggalin. 'Di ba? It's like, tinatanggal nyo yung output niya sa kanya. It's like you're not giving credits. And that is the main reason kung bakit meron silang watermark dito, or dito man sa babang part na to. Dahil gusto naman nila na yung output nila ay mabigyan ng credit. So, mahirap bang gawin yun? Wag nating i-crop yung picture kasi we have to give the photographer the credit. It is their work. We don't edit it. We don't crop it. We keep it like that. We post it on Facebook. And yun lang. 'Di ba? Most of the pictures naman are very good and they are properly edited. They make you really pretty. So, why the hell would you crop it? Don't crop your picture. Number 10. Kung kunwari, ayan na-receive mo na yung picture and then tuwang-tuwa ka sa picture, sobrang ganda, sobrang kinis mo sa picture, sobrang artistahin ka sa picture, and then you really like how the picture turned out, give your honest compliments and honest opinions to the photographer. Syempre, alam mo yun, just to give your thank you and to give your gratitude to the photographer, just try to compliment him or her about his or her work. Syempre, mas maganda na nagte-thank you tayo doon sa mga photographer behind our pictures na sila naman talaga yung dahilan kung bakit tayo may magandang output, 'di ba? So, just try to message your photographer, text or chat him or her and tell him or her, thank you about this on this picture. This is really nice. I like your output. I like the lighting. I like everything about it. Blah 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 blah. Ganyan. So kung hindi niya naman nagustuhan yung picture or maybe like you're not satisfied about it, especially when you're a client, give your honest opinions about it, but don't be rude. Wag na naman awayin yung photographer na, I don't like your work, blah, 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 blah. Ang pangit ko dito, ang pangit ng lighting, ang pangit ng everything, ang pangit ng output mo, hindi na ako mag-picture sa'yo ever again. No. Please don't do that. Minsan try natin na, alam mo yun, let's try to understand everything. Maybe the photographer is just beginning on the photography as well. So, let's try to understand that and let's give our opinions na, sir, parang okay siguro kung mas maliwanag tong part na to, mas okay siguro kung ganito, ganyan. Let's give our honest opinions para meron kayong healthy conversation ng inyong photographer. And I think that's really important naman, di ba? Just for you to have your opinion stated and for the photographer to know kung nagustuhan mo ba or hindi ang kanyang output. And number 11, the last but not the least, ay you have to open yourself for new learnings. As a model, marami ka pang pagdadaanan, may papel ako, marami ka pang pagdadaanan na journey, whether you're a new model or you're a pro. Kahit yung mga professional models, marami pa rin silang journey na tatahakin, marami pa silang matututunan along the way. So, you as a model na baguhan pa lang, kung baguhan ka pa lang, try to open up yourself in new things. Hindi dahil medyo marami ka nang nalalaman, tingin mo, alam mo na lahat. Hindi. So, ayun. Yun din, kailangan din natin na maging humble and wag tayong masyadong lalaki yung ulo. Alam mo yun. Hindi porket nakapag-photoshoot ka na, ay model ka na agad. Okay? Real talk. Hindi yun ganon kadali. You have to learn a lot of things. You have to build your portfolio. You have to build a healthy and good relationship with you and your team and your photographer, your makeup artist, all that stuff. You have to be nice. You have to show good personality, and I think everything will just follow when you are trying to be a good model. So that's it for this video. I hope this helped you a lot. Sana naging informative naman ako at hindi lang ako nagpa-blah blah blah dito. Sana may mga natutunan kayo from me. And I am very, very much happy na na-share ko sa inyo tong etiquettes na to. Oh my gosh, dumidilim na yung lighting ko. Ayan. So, ayun. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment down below kung may nakalimutan pa ba akong etiquettes na dapat sinusunod ng isang model. And don't hesitate to share this video kung isa kang photographer, model, ganyan, aspiring model. This can be very helpful to you. And yeah. So guys, ang dilim ko na talaga. Ayan, ang liwanag. Oh my gosh. Ayan. See you guys on my next video. Bye! Mwah!